Timber Lanes in Abington, Massachusetts, raising money for bowlers and their families in the fight against the cost of this terrible disease. To donate or take part, go to candlepins4cancer.com as you see it on your screen. Today, we're pleased to welcome the stars of our first stepladder matchup of the new season. The number 5 qualifier with a roll-off score of 623, Nate Lees. And the number 4 qualifier with a roll-off score of 629, Jason Gauthier Jr. And now your hosts, Paul Grant and Mike Morin.
Thank you, Greg Gouillart. Welcome to those on Cannon Bowl Network and those on the WON Sports Network later on. JB Gauthier, we'll talk to you in just a moment. First is Mike Morin with Nate Lees.
Things are going well.
Yeah, up and down year so far, but starting to bowl a little better, more consistent.
I wanted to kind of mention that in the top 5, only a 20-pin spread. You at the bottom, so another couple marks, you could have been the top seed. So how much, well, let me ask you this. Is it tougher bowling more games so you can find your rhythm, or is it tough being the guy sitting on the top and comes in cold?
I mean, I have a couple of little small injuries, so bowling all day can definitely hurt that a little more. But it's just bowling. Got to take it a box at a time, string at a time, and JB's a great opponent. Bowled against him, gonna bowl with him, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, we're glad you're here. Thanks. Congratulations for making it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mike. And JB, Jason Gauthier Jr. from Western Mass, Canal Lanes.
Yep.
Great bowler, averaging 121, your best year.
Yeah, it is.
Terrific in the roll, 629 qualifying score. Very good bowler.
Yeah, I would definitely think so.
What's been working since last year? I mean, you stepped up your game a lot.
Something just clicked for this year and just been rolling with it ever since.
How'd you get started in Candlepin bowling?
Pretty much since I was born, because both my parents are bowlers.
You have a favorite bowling memory you want to share?
I definitely would have to be making the semifinals in last year's World Singles.
All right, good luck today.
Thanks.
So it's going to be 2 blocks at a time, 3-string format. If there's a tie after 3 strings, a 1-string roll-off. The winning person moves on to take on the number 3 seed, the Terminator, Charlie Collins. Later on, the number 2 seed, Scott Lapierre, the number 1 seed later on. None other than
Tim Douglas.
Tim Douglas, so Tornado later on today. Let's get away, folks. Welcome, Greg Gouillart.
Thanks so much, Paul. So 4 matches, essentially, as we climb the ladder. 5 great bowlers here. We're looking forward to this one. And welcome, everyone, to our inaugural 3rd season. That's what I meant to say.
Yes.
Of Candlepins for Cancer. Please, again, check out the website, candlepins4cancer.com, also on Venmo.
Nate Lees won a ladder series last season, as did number 2 seed, Scott Lapierre, who ran the whole ladder as a 5 seed. Nate won it as a 2 seed. He's underway here above the WON Sports logo on lane 21 in Abington, Massachusetts. Webster Timber Lanes, great place to bowl. 1-2 leave. We'll bring Mike Morin in just a moment. Lees for a spare, hooked it right. Please share this match to your friends and family. Fall leagues are forming. Invite your friends to bowl. Candlepin Bowling. He'll start the first of 3 strings of the 9. Hello, Mr. Mike Morin.
Very nice to see you. Thank you for having me back. The second time I've been here, actually, I did a story for Boston. I'm sorry, not Boston. Bowling Center Magazine, which is a national publication, covering how clean this place is. Sounds like a crazy idea for a story, but the guy that does all the work, his name is Dave, and I was hoping he'd be here today, but the place is spotless. John Pumphrey, the owner, is a terrific guy, so feel very welcome. He's done everything he could to make our job easier.
Yes, he is. 5, 6 right, 7 left. Just missed right. Try to nudge that pin on the outside of the 5, the wood. And Lees takes a 9, 2 9s to start this 3-string opening match. Number 5 versus number 4 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Over 730 videos and climbing. It's always free. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Candlepin Bowling Network. And don't forget later on to watch on the WON Sports Network as well. Executive producer of Candlepin Bowling Network is Bob Lee. For WON Sports New York, it's Jonathan Rios. Here's Jason Gauthier Jr., JB, Canal Lanes, Southampton, Mass. Thin hit, just 2. Boy, he's been on fire. He was terrific in the roll, a 629 qualifier. Nate had a 623.
Actually, bowlers number 2, 3, and 4 are just 3 pins separated. That's how close 2, 3, and 4 were. Close to a spare, but the 5, 9 remains.
Mike Morin, a radio person of over 50 years and an author of 3 books and an update on one of your best-selling books also. JB gets a 9. We're tied box to box.
Well, since you brought it up, and because people keep asking me, you ran out of Lunch with Tommy and Stacia books, which is the history of the television era in Candlepin bowling. It sold out, and so went back to the publisher, and they finally agreed to do another run. So I'm very happy to say that probably into October, I'll have copies available again for all those who have been disappointed by me not being able to provide a book for them.
All right, JB, parallel time. I call it like Dark Shadows. 4-7 left. Middle is the 5-8. 10 right corner. Gotta love that show, Dark Shadows. Great show in the 60s and 70s.
Is that your favorite show from that era?
Absolutely, absolutely. Still watch it. JB with the wood. Good try. Couldn't get to the 4 and 7, and both balls open to start the match. Two terrific bowlers on hand. JB 9, both with pair of 9s. Even Steven.
And the runner-up gets how much money, Paul?
The run-up today gets $200.
All right.
Second runner-up gets $250. Third runner-up $500. Fourth runner-up $1,000. The winner takes home $2,000 smackaroos today, plus bonus money, $25 for 3 consecutive marks, spares of strike combinations in the same string, an additional $25 consecutively if that streak continues in the same string. $100 for a 400 series. Nate Lees, third box, first string, half Worcester, the 2 and the 8. And Greg likes to tell a WON network the half Worcester story.
Well, the story goes that there was a team from Boston and a team from Worcester, and the team from Worcester, if I got my story straight, once punched out the 2-8 or the 3-9, who knows which it was, and the team from Boston cheered, "You're halfway back to Worcester."
It's a Paul Grant shot in the hole in the half Worcester, but nice out in 8. 26 through 3, first of 3 strings, first of 4 matches today on Candlepin Bowling Network.
So do we know if that's actually like one of those alligator tales from the sewers of Boston, or did that really happen? Because I've heard the same thing.
Yep, that's the legend.
Yeah.
Lees in the pocket, 7. The triangle is the 4-7-8. Always great to work with you, Mike. Class act, great voice, like Greg Gouillart. Guys are a great team.
And Greg his voice hasn't even changed yet. Can you imagine someday when it
Good try.
does
The
change?
soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart. Give us an example, Greg.
Here's Nate Lees, just wide of the pin. That'll score 9.
Right. So tough start, 35 through 4. No marks for the bowler yet. JB tied box to box, 18 apiece through 2.
And he's got a birthday coming up on September 14th. So that's just a bit as we send this out on the 3rd of September, another week and a half, and he'll turn 26.
Just a baby. And the future is bright for him also. A lot of great bowlers up and coming. That's what it's all about.
Actually, the only bowler whose birthday I couldn't find with Scott Lapierre, because I wanted to do an average of what the bowlers were as far as the age goes. Nate is clearly the oldest of the 5 bowlers we've got that you'll see today.
1-4-7. This is for a spare, and he missed it right. So both bowlers open so far, no marks.
No smudges on the score sheet.
The number 3 seed awaits the winner of this match, the Terminator, Charlie Collins. And that's a Paul Grant special. That's missing the second shot, making the third. Never a good time for that, a 10. But he takes a 2-pin lead, 28-26, box to box. 7 to tie.
Strikes and spare scores the same way as in big ball bowling and any other your other favorite form of bowling, unless it's European 9-pin. But yeah, bonus balls work just the same way.
On the head pin, another triangle, 4-7-8, and a wobbling 10. Holds up.
But he's got some wood that's going to help him out, maybe. Well, keeps rolling.
Candlestick pins, 2.8 pounds. The bowling balls range between 2.4, 2.7. Most pro bowlers use 2.7. Some use 2.6. Good bid. Not much to show for it.
I would never have guessed that would have, with that hit, left the 7 and the 8.
You earn your pins in Candlepin. It's a game of skill and challenge, a sport for all ages.
You know, I noticed, Paul, that we always indicate what the weight of the ball is that the bowlers use. I'm kind of curious. Why don't we ask their shoe size? Isn't that just as important?
I do get the shoe size. Well, I just for the brand name for the shoe the size.
Okay.
Because they don't get criticized for having big feet. 8 blocks for JB. 36-35, 1-pin lead. Slow start on this Labor Day weekend.
That's
Scott
frustrating.
Lapierre just turned 41. He's in the house now, the number 2 seed.
41. Thank you. All right.
41.
I'll do the
In
math now.
August birthday. Nate Lee's a spread eagle. 2-4-7 left, 3-6-10 right. What a try! He got it! Wow, what a shot!
Eagle.
He said about 1 in 100 times for the average Pro Bowler. How about that shot?
Wow.
You can't make the easy ones sometimes. Wow, that is awesome. That's a great feeling for a bowler. 45 and a ball through 5.
And
First
the
to 3 strings.
First spare comes with a spread eagle conversion. Just crazy. Can he fill it?
On the bonus. I almost got it again.
All right, how good is he really?
This is a clip wing eagle, a spread eagle minus a corner pin, a 5 fill.
Yeah, he'll go for the right
50 half.
side. What a shame.
You do this one? Not this time. Conventional thinking is 2 into 3 to get more action.
Exactly, because you might be able to clip the 7 pin in the back and have it fall forward.
2-4-7. He'll grab the 4-7 for a 9. 59 through 6 in the first of 3 strings.
Well, he gave the crowd their money's worth early on here.
We got the Make Candlepin Great Again mugs here at Webster Timber Lanes today. You can order also at Etsy.com. Type in Candlepin and ETSY.com. Order them online or get them here today live at Webster Timber Lanes, Abington, Mass. Route 18, Main Street. Just $16. Get a set of 4. Makes a great gift. Every mug sold $2 goes to Candlepin for Cancer, a Bolus 501c3 charity. Now look at this one, a check mark and the 610. JB Gauthier in lane 21. Beautiful bid. Good try.
So the 610 remains with a plank right in front. Should be able to handle it if he stays on the lane, and he does.
Nice 10. Averaging 121. High single 179. High triple of 444.
Oh, a good. You corrected that because career high season average 179. I guess the computer.
Yeah, well, it's actually if you do it at 2 o'clock in the morning. I put in the wrong column.
Yeah. Do you ever sleep?
Sometimes. Beautiful ball. 9. 10 pin for a spare.
Great mixing. You get good action here at Timber Lanes.
From Holyoke, Mass. His whole life.
He works in the golfing industry.
For a spare. Got it.
All right.
He's
second
on the
spare.
board. After a 10, 46 half, 56 in the ball through 5, down 3, but 4 pin Phil will give him the lead. Nate Lee's on lane 22. Check out Lucy's Pizza Bar here at Webster Timber Lanes. You got to check out their fresh hand-tossed pizza every day, fresh dough, and you got to check out their 10-inch delicious chocolate chip cookie pizza. He gets a 9 drop. 10 strike. Second mark of the string, 69 plus 2 through 7 on the delay.
Yeah, I had a feeling that wood was going to roll across there.
Is there an Abington rail that goes by here?
I don't know.
You'll have to explain that one.
Commuter rail. First ball on the strike. Third time in the ladder. For a double! Oh, that looked good. And he ends up the Star Trek character, 7 of 9.
Hey, we're both hit.
He's surveying that wood. This is going to be a tough leave. Mike, how you playing this?
I am closing my eyes and hoping.
I wonder how Charlie Collins will play this shot, the Terminator. He's up next.
Are
He's
we
like, I
playing
don't
with?
know.
Are we playing with lifelines?
For a spare. Oh, what a try!
Wow.
That close. A big 9, Phil. That would have been something.
And he had sent the wood right to left. Unfortunately, it just didn't stay on the plate.
9 in the strike, 10 in the box. 78 through 7, 88 through 8 in the first of 3 strings. The Terminator, Charlie Collins, on the on-deck circle, takes on the winner of this match.
So for those unaware, give us the genesis of the name, the Terminator.
We're going to ask Charlie Collins that next match. I got the name, the Terminator. I don't know who came up with that name. JB, half Worcester right, the 3 and 9. I hate that shot. A 2 Phil, 58. He's down 1, box to box. A perfect string of Candlepin bowling is a 10 box, strike or spare. Trying to bounce back. Good bid. And he almost got it, leaves up the wobbling 8.
And the 8 was hit.
That is such a dangerous shot to make because you're trying to get it right between the 1 and then the next pin down. But if you're too perfect, you go through the hole again. You get a better mix the way he did it, and he almost had it.
And Jason Gauthier Jr., JB, a 10, 68 through 7. And Nate Lees has a 10-pin lead right now. JB's up against a 10 box.
You know, if you're in the neighborhood or live, with maybe a half-hour drive of Abington, I know it's a beautiful day and all, but we will make room for you here in the stands at the beautiful Timber Lanes on Route 18 in Abington.
JB, look at this.
Oh,
the Matt Susi
no.
special, the 5-7-10. Matt Susi made this a couple seasons ago on the Sunday Pro League on a spare for a spare. Richard Gingras Jr. made it recently in a money match against his son Logan Gingras in the pro division of the Class A Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. So I caught the Matt Susi special, won the ACST a couple seasons ago. He's open. This doesn't go too often. It's nice when it does. And he'll get the middle pin for an 8. And that's 76 to 8. Nate Lees has a 12-pin lead, biggest lead for either bowler right now. Mike, talk about your other books you've written also.
I wrote a book about the history of the most popular diner in New Hampshire, the Red Arrow Diner, which is very popular during political season because everybody comes up there to kiss babies and shake hands. And the first book was my radio career, 50 Shades of Radio. Thank you for asking.
Always. Lees in the pocket, thin hit, and he has the 5 in the middle, the 9 to the right with a piece of wood in front, 7 left. Boy, he's starting to find his range now.
He really is, and I think he got himself all fired up after getting that spread eagle shot.
And he almost made another one. It's a great shot, too.
That's true. Yeah, the 7-9 just a moment ago.
For another mark. Looks good, but it won't go. The ball bounced behind the 7.
A lot of times the ball will, of course, take all 3 of them out, as it almost did here, and that one is in the ditch for a 9.
He won $2,000 last year as the number 2 seed. 9 box makes it 97 through 9. First of 3 strings on Candlepin Bowling Network and the WON Sports Network. Lees on the nose, 8, 9, almost a strike. 6-pin left up, waiting for the wood to stop by rule. He bowled in the Sanford doubles with Shannon Scribner, one of the top female bowlers in Maine. You can watch it on Candlepin Bowling Network. Number 5 seed today. First spare. Knew it right away. That's a tough shot. That high piece of wood angled.
Yeah, people maybe watching that think, oh, yeah, that's an easy shot. But, when you get down there, you see how much distance there is between the deadwood and the standing pin.
A 9, a 106 first string for Nate Lees. He's from Londonderry, New Hampshire. Originally from Revere, Mass. And speaking of the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, he won the very first pro division, which is now Class A, the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. JB drills 8. That looked like a strike. Now the 10 goes. Now it's the 4-pin for a spare.
Caught a nice break there, although it should have gone down. That looked like a hammer all the way. Leaving the 4-pin.
No bonus money yet today. 3 marks in a row. Chance now is 1 spare.
Right,
86 in the ball through 9.
Going to tighten things up just a bit.
So you need a strike spare, a spare strike combination to get $25 in bonus money. We're going to talk to owner John Pumphrey.
Oh, great. I was hoping we'd have a chance to do that.
JB with the post. The 4's from right to the 1, 3, 6, 10. Corner pin is the 7.
So it's a 5-fill. 4 horsemen and the 7 over on the left-hand side with a piece of wood frozen up against maybe the 3-pin, I'd say.
Good try. 7-10 goal post. It is NFL season next Sunday. Actually Thursday night.
That's right.
Five in that fill gave 91 through 9 and 9 to 100. First string, low scoring string, but a close one. 106, 100. Nate Lees has a 6-pin lead. We have 2 strings left to go. Back with the second string in just a moment on Candlepin Bowling Network and the WON Sports Network. We'll talk to John Pumphrey next string. And we'll get ready to start our second string. JB Gauthier, the number 4 seed, will lead off. String number 2. Welcome those again on the WON Sports Network, New York. Executive producer Jonathan Rios. For Candlepin Bowling Network, it's Bob Lee. Greg Gouillart, Paul Grant, Mike Morin, live. Webster Timber Lanes, Abington, Mass.
Start right this time, let's say.
Let's start lane 22. Welcome back, Mr. Mike Morin.
All right, thank you very much. And what a close match. Both bowlers flirting with some really, really great shots. A couple of them fell. A lot of them didn't. I thought the scoring could have been probably another 10 or 15 pins higher, but we'll see if they can make it up here on lanes 21 and 22.
And JB at the 4-2 split. Mike, how many radio stations have you worked for? Have you kept track of them all?
I have not. I can tell you there's about 9,000 in the country, and I've given it a shot, but I've not worked. I would say probably 15 or so in a 50-year career.
JB Goodbit has the 4 left, the 10 on the right. Second string of 3. Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity. Donations are encouraged via Venmo, candlepinsforcancer.com, or candlepins4cancer.com. JB starts the second of 3 with a 9, had a 100 first string.
I can tell you the shortest run that I had was in South Bend, Indiana, 5 weeks at a station. And the radio station was set up in a repurposed chicken coop, so I wasn't too disappointed to get out of that one.
Free lunches?
Yeah, if you could scrape it off the wall.
JB on the crossover 7. In front is the 3, to the right is the 5, behind the 3 is the 9, one piece of wood to the right.
Some call it a side saddle triangle.
Yep.
They do.
Can you get this one? Got robbed by the wood.
Yeah, capped it.
It's the second time, including that post shot with the wood in front. It prevented the 1 pin from flying across to the 7th. So some unlucky wood to start.
Jason Gauthier Jr., Western Mass bowler, great bowler on the rise, 121 league bowler, a 10, 19 through 2. Nate Lees up 6 in the match, starts his second string. The number 5 seed.
One of his great memories is winning the first Outrun the Bear tournament with Laurie Lewis in Millis.
That's a great tournament by Danny Finn and Caitlin Finn. Do a great job as he takes down 9.
And, oh boy, thought that was going to go.
And speaking of Millis, Mass, where they outrun the Bears, how about Justin Waters yesterday? 736 in the ACST debut. He won the championship last season and was the runner-up the season before that. So watch out for Waters' world, Justin Waters.
Nate does not like the wood, shaking his head. Went up to the foul line to get as close as he could without fouling to take a look. You go right up the middle.
For a spare. I got robbed again, twice.
Also had his tempo thrown off by the rolling wood.
Yeah, the wood is your best friend, your worst nightmare other times. And that's a Palm Grant special the hard way, not his fault. Missed the second, make the third. 10 through 1, up 1 in the string, 7 in the match. Charlie Collins, the Terminator, on deck, takes on the winner. $250 for the fourth runner of today. The winner up in this match gets $200. Leads the half Worcester left, the 2 and the 8. Nothing like the great game of Candlepin Bowling. Fall leagues of foreman. Check your local bowling centers for a league near you. Good bid. 4-7 left, 9-10 right. Candlepin gift cards a great way all year round to get your friends and family involved. Please support your local bowling centers and invest in Candlepin Bowling. Trying to cap that wood over. Good try.
2 inches away from making that shot. So close. He's
17 through 2, down 2 in the string, up 4 in the match. Close all the way through. His biggest lead was 12 pins. And JB, Jason Gauthier Jr., 26-year-old on lane 21 in the red.
There's one of those chocolate chip pizzas.
We're going to bring that next string. Horseman left, the 1, 2, 4, 7.
Where's the pepperoni?
Tell John after this string. Missed inside, all but the head pin. So, Mike, you're from Detroit area, Michigan area?
Yes.
You're a 10-pin bowler, obviously, when you started. As Jimmy
Correct.
stomps his foot with a 9, 28 through 3 in the second of 3.
Never knew anything about candlepins till 40 years ago when I moved here.
New England tradition, Eastern Canada also, the Maritimes, and some places here and there in the country, New York.
Yeah, you know, a couple of one-offs. Missed the head pin once again, going left.
5-2 split. It wasn't great to see Dick Lutz at the Hall of Fame exhibition.
That was so much fun, seeing Dick and so many of the bowlers coming by, from Jackie Ray to Peter Flynn.
Ugly lead of 1 and a banana split. 4-7 left, 6-10 right.
Is there a name for this one?
I call it banana split plus.
Oh, banana split. Got it.
Yeah.
That's a good name. I can see that.
No, what a knock that was.
Look
Pretty
out.
shot.
Ain't pretty close to making it.
All that for a 9. 37 through 4. Nate Lee's right now up 4 in the match against 2 open boxes.
Neither bowling setting it on fire so far.
So I bought you 2 sky bars because you got gypped last time in the Hall of Fame match. I think Jackie Ray got it for me. So
Yeah, Jackie's always been known as a candy thief. I don't know how well known that is, but he's in the Candy Thief Hall of Fame in addition to the Candlepin Bowling Hall
you get
of
this at
Fame.
Market Basket. They used to be a 2 for $1. Now they're 2 for $3. 5 of the 9.
Well, truth be told, one of those candy bars is going back to Barb at home. There's a spare for Nate Lee on lane 21.
27 the ball through 3 in the second of 3.
First mark this game, too.
Yeah.
And the first mark last game was the conversion of a spread eagle.
He bowled as a kid, but he left after a few years. And about 10 years ago, a friend of him had him fill in for someone that got injured on his team. Knew he was a good bowler in the high teens in his youth. And he came back and has done really well since.
Yeah, what's he averaging these days? He
Around
is at
117 to 119
Yeah.
sometimes. Best year is 119.
High single 189.
Good try on the object. Got the 1-3, leads up to 6-10. He had 6 net fill, 33 through 3, a 10, 43 through 4. Nate's high single 189, high triple 464, high 5 is 698.
So we are, what, about tied through 14 frames?
So right now,
Pretty close to that.
Nate's up 6 in the string, 12 in the match. He won the first 106 100.
I was looking at it backwards.
I do it all the
Sorry
time.
about that.
That's all right. JB, half Worcester, 2 in the 8. JB is not himself today, as he was in the roll-offs. 629 qualifying score. And he leaves 623. 13 bowlers hit 600 plus. 67 bowlers. 66 officially. He chops out the quarter whistle. Yikes, the
no.
3. Good grief.
There must be a name for that.
Nick Norcross in the building here also.
Nick is in the house, eh?
And object pin, well, nice
Well,
out
to
of
get a
that.
7 out of that, not so bad.
I'll take a 7 out of that mess.
Absolutely.
Just a 44 half. Need some marks.
Half the pins on the third ball. That's a pretty good out in my book.
Nate's match's highest lead in the match, 12 pins. JB in the pocket, another split. Bad wow.
Much better hit.
5 middle, 9
No
right,
results.
7 left. 2-time world champion Nick Norcross in the house. This would be something. Object pin won't carry. The Star Trek character once again, the 7 of 9. Played by Jerry Ryan. I'm not even a Star Trek fan. 8. 52 through 6, open string.
It is nice to have some Western Mass bowlers
Yes.
get in on the action.
I've seen it at Agawam Bowl. We did a Candlepin for Cancer fundraiser. $1,869 raised January 15th. We'll go in there October 8th on Sunday.
Nice.
$1,000 at Candlepin for Cancer off the bat. So that's going to be a good way to raise money. He was great there, great at French King. And the pins fly at French King, Ralph Simmons' house, Irving, Massachusetts. Ralph Simmons, the world record holder, 245, along with Chris Sargent at 245, 27 years apart from each other.
So you do bring the show all over New England, from well up into Maine to the Mohawk Trail of Massachusetts.
Lee's the 4-8 for a spare. Has it. 53 out plus 1. Will increase his lead in the match.
Great shot by Nate. And yeah, Western New England's Pro Tour. I might want to cover that from here on Candlepin Bowling Network. That'd be a great way to gain expansion. Of course, we're going to do the Pro Series as well, but it'd be great to just cover even more tournaments. Now that they've moved to Central Mass, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Lee's a quarter whistle. Yeah, you kidding me? On a spare. Wow. You guess you could say 11 beats a 10. A tough break. 54 half. He's up 10 in the string, 16 in the match. His biggest lead. Trying to work out of this jam. And what a shot. Wow, spare. Again, he can't make the easy ones. How about that shot? 64 on a ball through 6 on Candlepin Bowling Network and the WON Sports Network.
He's giving a clinic today on crazy spare conversions.
12 on the string, 18 in the match, plus the ball. And JB Love to get a couple of marks here. On the nose, another split. This time it's the 4 left, 10 right. He's got a piece of wood, but not in the best position.
Not too helpful, no.
Break out the Twizzlers here. Nothing doing. Trying to get one, but he gets a field goal for an 8, 60 through 7. Second string of 3. Charlie Collins, the Terminator, next, followed by number 2 seed Scott Lapierre, number 1 seed the Tornado, Tim Douglas.
Are these all nicknames that you've assigned to these
Most of them,
bowlers?
yeah. Most of them, yeah. JB is his own nickname. I don't have a nickname for Nate Leash yet. I'll have to work on that one. I have to get the consent. Consent authorization though to do it though.
There you go.
Forceman, right? The 1-3-6-10.
Well, some of the spares he's made today, there's got to be a name somewhere in there.
And missed outside. 1 to 3. Just not sharp so far. Lost the first 106-100 down here in the second also. 9, 69 through 8. No marks. And Nate Lee's on another spare. 64 on a ball. If he gets another mark, he gets $25 in bonus money. 3 consecutive marks, $25. Combination of spares and strikes in the same string. Consecutive marks after that continue. $25 for each additional mark in the same string. $100 for a 400 series.
And if he gets 3 in a row, it's the hard way after getting that 9-pin conversion with just 1 pin punched out.
Missed right, but it's the 1, 2, 4 in front, the 9 in the back right. That's on a spare, 70 through 6. 18-pin lead in the string, 24 in the match. This is for 3 in a row and $25, but he missed it. The wood comes back.
Or
he
not.
stole it. $25 in bonus money. The illegal block in the back. Throw the flag. 18 the ball through 7. Anywhere they fall. On the bonus, off to the left, 5,
Still
6.
falling.
A triangle on the right, 6, 9, 10. The head pin in front, wood to help.
That one goes, just hit the head pin.
86 through 7, the second of 3.
Something distracted him.
For 4 in a row. Got it!
There it is.
$50 in bonus money. 96 in the ball through 8. Wow.
That takes a lot of skill to stop even a short delivery like Nate's like that. Very good.
Nate likes that bonus money. JB needs some marks. 1, 7, 8, 10. And JB might need a high single next string the way Nate's bowling right now.
Yeah, Nate is pulling some rabbits out of his hat today in the spare department.
Good try, 7-10 post.
Nate leaves with 5 spares this game. His first spare of the match today was a spread eagle.
And then a quarter Worcester.
And
two
then,
pin.
yeah, exactly.
JB at 9, just 78 through 9. Double strike might get him going.
Well, that would put him over 100.
Nate Lee's breaking the bank here in the bonus money. $50 so far. Good bid for a strike, almost.
Absolutely
Whittling
deserved
7.
that one.
That would have helped.
How did it stay up? Got a plank in front, bit of an angle.
Got it.
Oh,
Got a break. Sigh of relief.
the ball caromed off the deadwood.
88 in the ball in the 10th. Could love a strike here to get.
And that piece of wood moved very slightly at the last moment. I was wondering if that extra inch scuttled the shot. Nearly did, but it did not.
On the bonus. Beautiful ball. 7. Typical split. 95, second string, just 195 his first two. And Nate Lees on a big run here. 5 marks in a string, fills with 6-1-6-6.
So 4 marks in a row. What's the most that you can recall on Candlepins for Cancer?
I think we had 6 in Sanford one time. I think we had 6. I think it was 6, I believe. I'll have to look at the tape. Like Bill Belichick, I'll have to look at the film.
Yeah.
I believe it was 6 in a row. I know in the roll-ups there was 6 or 7 in a row.
The way he's shooting today, should be a piece of cake.
5 in this fill, 101 through 8. In command right now. For 5 in a row? No backspin this time. And the streak ends at $50. Not bad for about 5 minutes of work or less.
Exactly.
10, 111 through 9. 33 pin lead in the string, 39 in the match. Don't count JB out. JB, big time bowler. We're going to talk to owner John Pumphrey as Nate leads a strike in the 10th. Wow! Pouring it on, 121 plus 2. Owner John Pumphrey next before our third string. For a double, thin hit, 4-2 split.
Yeah, kind of a good spot for that. And not that it's ever a good shot.
Looks like one of my fills I'd get when I bowled.
Well, that means you're hitting the head pin.
Actually, maybe backdoor I got that leave.
Oh,
A 5 fill, 126 second string, 232 through 2. The update from Greg Gouillart on the score.
There you see the scores. 232 to 195. It's 8 marks to 3 as well for Lees, and he's also knocked down 8 more pins than JB. We'll be right back with string number 3 in just a moment.
Right, we're going to talk to John Pumphrey in just a moment. Welcome back to Candlepin Bowling Network and WON Sports. We're going to talk to John Pumphrey, and John's got a special treat for you. First of all, we have the Make Candlepin Great Again mugs here at Abington Webster Timber Lanes in Main Street, Route 18. Make Candlepin Great Again mugs, $16 on tap today. You can get them online also, etsy.com. And we also have, type in Candlepin, and John Pumphrey, owner, come over here, buddy. I've been on your case about showing this. Show this special treat you sell here at Lucy's Pizza Bar.
This is a fresh-made chocolate chip cookie, and it's hot. It's warm. It's served warm, and it's made fresh here at the restaurant. So
Don't tempt me. Look at that. I think Mike Morin's coming up here for a slice. I think Mike Morin's not going to continue the third string until he gets a slice.
No, I just wanted to give him the microphone because he was talking, and I don't think anybody could hear him.
Let's do it again.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, so that's a fresh-made chocolate chip cookie that we make right here from scratch, and we serve it for $12. So it feeds a whole family for a dessert. Or if you get hungry like Paul, you can just buy 2.
What are you trying to say here?
All right, now, can I add any other toppings? For instance, could I put some pepperoni on there?
Well, you could put pepperoni on. I don't know if that would be so good, but
The sweet and the savory, John.
We can have you can put ice cream on it. You can put whipped cream on it.
Matt
We got
Nichols,
all kinds of
who bowls
toppings.
here, wants to know if you could put salad on it too.
Matt Nichols with salad would be terrific. Yeah, I think that would be.
Whose idea was this? I mean, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, well, we had a chef when we first opened that created the recipe. He was a pastry chef, and he came up with the recipe. So it's a great chocolate chip cookie. It's pretty good.
And you do takeout as well.
We do takeout as well. Yeah, I heard you're going to be taking home a couple today, which is great. And plus also our pizza. Our pizza's made fresh dough every single day, so it's good stuff. We get the best bowling alley food around. I'm not ashamed of saying
And
that.
website or the phone number to call?
So you can go to lucyspizzabar.com if you want to order online.
LUCI.
LUCI, and you can certainly call the phone number here at the bar is 781-480-1864.
All right.
So
You're doing a great job owning the bowling house since 2019. You've done wonders here.
yeah, no it's-
Timing on that, huh?
Yeah, right. Well, if you're a glutton for punishment, then this is a good time to get started. But yeah, absolutely. We bowling alley's been doing great. Candlepin's back. I mean, the mug is. Some people say it's kind of they think it's a little bit of a political thing. It's not political at all. It's all about making Candlepin great again, and it's going to take a whole community to do that.
My question is, hasn't it always been great?
It's always it's definitely always been great, but it's time for a renaissance. It's time to stop losing bowling alleys and start rebuilding programs and rebuilding. All these bowling alleys need to be built back up with leagues, especially junior leagues. We got to get junior leagues going and start rebuilding Candlepin and making it like. Again, I say make it great. You're right. It's always been great, right? But we need more participation. We need more people bowling. We need more people falling in love with the game.
You're leading the way because you got in. You didn't know COVID was coming, but you got in at probably the worst possible time.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. No, it was a difficult time to be closed here for 4 months. A few people got to sneak in and bowl once in a while. They enjoyed it. The whole place was dark, but they come in and, can I just throw a couple of strings? And it was like, all right, great, this is good. We were reopened. It was really tough at first, but the second year, and now we're into our 4th year, we're starting to really turn the corner.
All right.
Yeah, let me just add that you got a little national publicity with a feature I was lucky enough to write in Bowling Center magazine about the cleanliness of this bowling center. You've got just a top-notch guy that does great work by the name of Dave. Yep. How important is cleanliness in terms of the public's perception of a business in general?
Yeah, I think that cleanliness. A lot of people that came to our bowling alley have said that we have really a clean bowling alley. They like bowling here because it's comfortable and it's clean, and that's a big separator. But I want to point out, just it's not. Businesses are there's people that work here, and everything from the cleaner. We have people that come in and work on our machines. We have a baker that comes in and makes our dough. We have a chef that creates our menu and puts our stuff together. We have great bartenders. We have great bowling alley staff. We have a couple of kids that work for us now. They're I say kids, but they're all in their 20s now.
That's kids.
They're learning how to fix all the machines, and we're rebuilding stuff from scratch. And it's all about the employees. We're only as good as the employees we got.
Thank you, Johnny. Show that pizza one more time. The 10-inch chocolate chip
I got it.
cookie pizza.
There you go.
That's Timberlane's Abington, Mass. Let's get back to our third and final
John.
string. Jason Gauthier Jr., Nate Lees. Nate Lees will start the third and final string. If there's a tie, there'll be a one-string roll-off, but Nate Lees has the upper hand right now. Greg, the update in the totals and the match lead for Nate Lees.
Current score right now, 232 to 195. Currently 8 marks to 3 in Nate Lees' favor. He's also knocked down 8 more pins than JB. That's the state of the match as we go into this final string where anything can happen.
37-pin lead for the former C4Cancer champion from last season. 4-2 split. Mike, you're the master interviewer.
I will say it is the best part of any job I've ever had is talking to people.
We're going to have live coverage, hopefully, if we can get the streaming going, the Wi-Fi going to the Castleton in Windham, New Hampshire, Saturday, October 21st. Tickets available at the ICBA website or on Candlepin Chat. Hall of Fame exhibition match. Hall of Fame induction ceremony, rather. As Nate Lees hits 10 to start the third and final string.
Still pulling rabbits out of his hat.
Yeah. That's going to be a fun match, a fun induction ceremony. We did the Hall of Fame exhibition in Bolorama in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. That was a great turnout. Over $1,810 raised that day for C4Cancer. Second highest to Agawam Bowls King of the Hill last January 15th.
It's been a good 5 or 6 years since the last Hall of Fame. I want to say 2018. So
because of COVID, yeah.
5 years. And I'm hoping that it's not quite that long.
3 years. I talked to Maria Angelotti.
Is that what they're looking at, 3?
That's what unofficially right now. Lee just missed the bid.
Well, it's not an inexpensive proposition to put that on with the food. They put on a nice spread at Castleton, as they did at DeBurro's for many, many years.
And Lee's a 9, 19 through 2. Open the door for JB just a little bit. JB's down 37 of the match. Can he pull it off?
Now the door is open. Can he step through is the question.
Those $80 tickets, by the way, unlimited amount. So, again, ICBA website.
$80? Okay.
Yeah. Saturday, October 21st, 4:30 p.m. cocktail hour. That'll be something to see, a treat to watch for sure. And Kenneth Monet will record it anyway. We'll try to live stream. We'll do some interviews. You, Mike Morin, and myself.
That will be fun.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of people you've maybe never met before.
Yep. Bob Lee will be there also.
Oh, good.
To do the technology. Bail us out. JB, tough in the hole there. Tough shot. And just not his day so far. Nate has $50 in bonus money from the second string, 4 marks in a row. And JB, nice out, 9.
Much better.
But down 1 in the string, 38 in the match. Scott Lapierre won the whole thing last season as the 5 seed. Ran all the way to the top. He's the number 2 seed today. Charlie Collins, the Terminator, 22-year-old from Waltham, Mass. Up next. And number 1 seed, Tim Tornado Douglas. Number 1 seed later on today. JB slams 8, another 4-10 split. It's been split city all morning, all afternoon rather, I should say.
Average age of the bowlers in this week's ladder is 30. We have 2 bowlers over 30 and 3 under, including this young man, JB, who is having a birthday in just a few days, about a week and a half or so.
And frustration setting in now as he knew he missed that shot. And this kid is a 121 league bowler. Fast house in French King, obviously. It's a very fair house here. I think a little better than a fair house.
Yeah,
9.
I would say I've not been here. Well, I have been here doing a magazine story, but I haven't watched bowling here, and it looks pretty fair.
18 through 2.
Harsh but fair.
Yeah. Right.
Got to hit your pocket. Hit your pocket, you're right there. Nate Lees up 38 in the match. Backdoor steals the right side. How about that? 4-7.
Getting a little heckling from some of the pro bowlers watching before it's their turn to bowl. Actually, not all of them are bowling today. They're just here to watch the action.
Right as we were talking about the fairness of the house.
Yeah, I know.
Don't you hate when you get a break like that and you can't cash in?
Yes.
And it's a 9.
That's a $100 fine.
28 through 3. So he owes us $50 then. We have $50. So he owes us $50 then,
That's
right?
it, yeah.
All
Kick in the rack. Hope John Pumphrey didn't see that. It was a tap. It was a gentle tap.
Now I can't wait for that chocolate chip cookie pizza now.
Now, were they passing that around, or I didn't see any going into your mouth?
No. Lee steals another pin. He has the 2-8 and the 7 left. Wood to help. Oh, 4 pieces.
What stopped
Gonna have a look.
What stopped the pin from tipping? So maybe that might make the shots slightly easier.
Executive producer of WON Sports, Jonathan Rios. Executive producer of Cannon Bowling Network is Bob Lee. Lees, that won't go. And JB, again, the door's open. He's got to try to get through. Nate Lees a 10, 38 through 4. Good pinning. Jason Gauthier Jr. down 38 in the match in the third and final string. On lane 22. Webster Timberlane's great place to bowl. You have Hall of Famers Craig Holbrook and incoming Hall of Famer this year, Bob Wickham, on Wednesday nights here in the Fall League.
Yeah, he lives down this way, right?
Yep.
Hanover, I think. Is that where he lives?
JB, first strike, almost.
Nice
6 pin left
mixer.
up. Just double strike gets him right back in there, I think. Just get his confidence going. Drills it, spare. Need that one. 28 of all through 3.
His home bowling center is Canal Lanes in Southampton. I haven't been there in a long
Richie Myrick
time.
bowls there. Great bowler, Richie Myrick.
The Yamakowski family owned it. Don't know if their children do now. I don't believe Chet and Joan, I believe, is who they were.
And a clipped wing eagle. You gotta be kidding me. A 5 fill. 33 through 3. It does take 5 out of the deficit. Down 32 in the match.
Not insurmountable, but not easy.
2 into 3. Got the object pin. Nothing else. JB 8. 41 through 4. Currently up 3 in the string. Down 34 in the match. You probably need to mark out now.
We're going to meet the Terminator in the next match. He had the 630 for his qualifying 5-string score. That's a 126 average for 5.
Yep. Great guy, too. Just 22 years young. Just graduated from Framingham State University as a business major. He's born with his mother, Lori Canny, in the Augusta roll-offs for C4Cancer vs. Handicap Tournament, September 23rd, Augusta, Maine. So Lori will make her debut on Cannon Bowling Network, you could say, other than her interviews. I still think she's a model, but she says she's not. Nate Lee's a 10, 48 half. So you get a full house, 3 10s and 2 9s.
Turning this into a poker match, which,
Yeah.
by the way, JB is a big card player.
Nate Lee's won the Nico Doubles handicap tournament with Miss Hawaii, Lori Lewis, here in attendance. Of course, we teased him because his 6 strings on her average went to overtime. Miss
Eagle.
Hawaii, just back in Hawaii that Monday, Pushed it back to Wednesday, missed Hawaii, came through. And they
Eagle
won
with
the
wood
overtime.
this time. Let's see how this works out.
Sorry, Greg. Made it earlier with the spread eagle, this time with a bonus pin in the back. 3-6-10. And 6 open boxes. Can JB close the gap a little closer? 9.
He's going to have to run it off the sheet, I think, if he does want to win. At least 4 marks.
57 through 6. Only 3 pins left in the deck. JB right now box to box up 3 in the string, down 34 in the match.
My favorite fact about JB. Yeah, my mic's on. Sorry, my mic's.
JB on the nose. Another split. 3-7-8. Really could use this mark. Can he get it? Looks good. He got it. Wow, what a shot for a spare. 51.5 plus 1 on the move. Can cut in the 20s.
Yeah, so my favorite fact about JB is that his appearance on New England Candlepins against Artie Gendro actually appeared on a Nin Explains YouTube video explaining the rules to Candlepin. So he's now the demonstration of how to play this game.
Are you serious? A spread eagle plus the 9 again?
No.
Ouch.
And how to get hosed by this game, apparently.
3 in the fill, 54.5. Up 6 in the string, down 28. Make it down 31 in the match. 31 is the lead for Nate Lees. JB in 8, and time is running out. 62 through 6, up 5 in the string, down 32 in the match. Greg Gouillart.
Bob Lee, our executive producer here at CBN, is in my ear. He's mentioning how Timber Lanes has actually some oiled wood lanes, so it creates some interesting ball effects. Namely, the ball doesn't grab or dig the same way, and also how the last foot or so on the approach tends to change the ball trajectory somewhat.
Lees for a strike, 9. 9 pin left up.
Want to hit it on the stripe, I think, on the deadwood.
For a spare.
Just like
yes. That. Looking good right now. 67 the ball through 7.
Getting close to putting it away for sure if he hasn't already.
JB could be in double strike territory more than likely now.
We're at
Charlie
Webster
Collins
Timber
up next,
Lanes.
the Terminator.
Sorry about that. Telling everybody where we are today.
On the crossover, 8, 5 and 7. 75 through 7. He's pinning really well. Get your 9s and 10s. The spares and strikes will follow. Can he kick it over? Not this time. He's made a spread eagle for a spare and a quarter Worcester for a spare.
Nothing he could do. The wood was far too flat.
Gets the 10, 7, make that 85 through 8. And JB needs to mark out, and probably a double is necessary now. Not his day today so far.
Well, he's a young man. He's got a lot of good years of bowling ahead of him, that's for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. A force to be reckoned with for sure.
25, he'll turn 26 next week. Nice young man, polite.
2, 4, 7, and 10. We'll talk to the bowlers before we sign off. Get ready for our next match on the WON Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube and Facebook. JB missed the object. He stole it for the spare. Finally gets a break. 72 in the ball through 7. Still has a pulse.
Nate was saying, steal it, steal it. And he did.
We'll sign off in between matches and after the interviews, and we'll get ready for Charlie Collins and the winner of this match. JB, 9 again.
Well, now he's finding it.
6 pin for a spare.
But a good fill.
Needs fills like that. That would do him some favors. If he could do 19s all the way through, it could theoretically keep the match close.
81 through 7, down 31 in the match. For another spare. Got it. Back to back. Going for bonus money. 91 of the ball through 8. Down 31 in the match. 2 blocks to go. He'll need a double strike. Nate Lees can try to put it away with a mark or 2 here on lane 21. at the beautiful Webster Timber Lanes, Abington, Mass. Great owner in John Pumphrey. Great Lucy's Pizza Bar here. Great high-quality food, the wraps, pizza.
And they do put a lot of priority into the food and the beverage service as well.
They sure do. They're full bar.
And cleanliness.
Yeah, and John Pumphrey, great character guy as well.
Very optimistic about the future of the game. I mean, this is the most beautiful day we've had almost all summer, and there's actually people in here bowling today. A sunny day is not a proprietor's friend in the summer.
And now he's running the Mass Kennel Bowling Association now as well. As Lee gets a rare 6, which is great for the game. 91 through 9.
That is a thankless job, by the way.
Consequential 6.
Running an organization like that.
That makes JB's path just a little bit easier. It's still an uphill climb, to be sure. That mattered.
Nate had 4 marks in a row, $50 bonus money earlier. Drops 9. 6 pin for a spare in the Century Club. For a spare. Missed it. Not happy with that. And JB still has an outside chance. And that is a Paul Grand special. Never a good time for that. Missed the second, make the third. 10, 101, final string, unless we have overtime. JB 91 on the ball. Right now down 31 of the match. And Greg was doing the math here, what he needs to do. Strike would be huge, but he missed it right. And a half Worcester, you gotta be kidding me.
I think that's going to be it.
Tough break, 93 through 8.
Yeah.
Up 8 in the string, down 29 in the match. Good try, and that should do it.
That was the mathematical winner for Nate Lees.
Nate Lees is moving on as the 5 seed, taking on the Terminator. Charlie Collins next. JB, good bid. 9, 102 through 9.
So he'll win one of the strings today.
Yeah.
Not enough, though, to move on.
But watch out for this. Watch out for him in the future, though.
No doubt.
Western Mass, at Canal Lane, Southampton. Mass. 9 drop again. Several of those. Nate Lee's trying to win 2 ladder series. One last year and one in the season 3 kickoff ladder. JB missed the spare. And way left for a 9. 111 final string. Update the final score from Greg Gouillart.
Hey, might as well play the wood in this situation. Let's have a look here. And we see the final scores. 333 for Lees and 306 for Gauthier Jr. 2 strings to Lees and 1 to Gauthier. And, of course, Nate Lees, of course, had $50 in bonus money, which the man will have to get paid at some point. Paul? Take my / Al's money, gosh darn it. Overall statistics in the match, 9 marks to 7. Gauthier started dumping strikes and spares on it. But, of course, a 9-pin pinning difference as well affected the match. And it is 27 pins overall.
Jason, first of all, I know it wasn't your day, but before Mike talks, I just want to say I love your game. Your future, the future is very bright for you.
Oh, thank you.
Doesn't seem like it today, I know, but you throw a great ball. I was very impressed how you bowled in the roll-offs, and I think you're going to be one of the top bowlers in the game.
Thanks, it means a lot.
All right, back to Mike.
And you have birthday coming up very soon.
Yep, tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, well, happy birthday. Any big plans?
Not really. We came out up here for the weekend as a weekend getaway for it, and then go back home right after this.
You bowl at Canal Lanes. Yep. The Yamakowski family, do they still own it?
For right now, yes. Yeah. Currently for sale, but yeah.
And you're in the golfing business, I see.
Yeah, I work for Callaway.
And what do you do there?
Electromechanic there.
Are you going to buy the lanes?
I wish I could.
Well, there's $200 towards
Thank
it for
you.
coming in as a runner-up today.
It's a
Thank
birthday
you.
present from us to you.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
All right, we got $50 in bonus money. We're not going to give to you yet. So now you take on the Terminator, Charlie Collins. Not your best stuff overall today. We had 4 marks in a row in that second string. You had some difficult shots with spares, a spread eagle and a quarter Worcester for a spare. How come you can't make the easy ones?
If anybody could answer that question, we'd all be a lot better than what we are. But no, it was a tough match all around. JB couldn't get anything to go. I got a couple of lucky breaks, and that was the difference.
Okay, so you want Nico with Lori Lewis. handicapped?
That was all her. She
That
won.
was all
She
her.
won.
We already gave it. We already told the audience that. They already know.
Yeah, that was all her.
3-letter word for winning the first round.
Wow.
Okay, Nate Lees, moving on to play Charlie Collins. They're terminated next. Back to Greg Gouillart to wrap it up.
Thanks so much for watching this presentation of Candlepins for Cancer on Candlepin Bowling Network and WON Sports. And until next time, so long.
This goes Nate after.